So clubfoot. Uh, so clubfoot is why it's not as clubfoot. It is resemblance with the golf club. This clubfoot looks like a golf stick. Okay, that's not as clubfoot. So what is CTV? I will go ahead. It's like a cave deformity where cavus is there, adductus is there, as varus and equinus is there. Okay. So this is the anatomy where hind foot, where is hind foot, midfoot, and forefoot. So hind is hath, and forefoot I will tell like a pair. Okay, so hath will comes before and then pair. So hind is always before and forefoot is forward thing. Okay, so in foot this is hind foot. Okay, so the backward thing is hind foot and forward thing is forefoot. So hind is you go from tibia. Okay, then it is talus and calcaneum. So talus and calcaneum comes into the hind foot. After that, after the talus and calcaneum, there is after the talus and calcaneum. Okay, this is the midfoot. So midfoot comes into navicular, cuboid, and cuneiform. So three cuneiforms, cuboid, and navicular. This is comes into the midfoot. The rest of the metatarsal and phalangeal come into the hind foot. Okay. Oh, sorry, forefoot. So this is forefoot. This is hind foot. So hind foot is hath is piche. Piche hath. Okay, that way you can remember the hind foot and forefoot. Okay, I always got confused between hind foot and forefoot, but okay. So this is equinus deformity. So equinus deformity is a type, is a equinus. The name is right from the horse leg or okay, horse hoof. Okay, where this type of deformity, the horse hoof is like equinus. Okay, so they have this one. This type of hoof is. I'm not good. So they stand on like this. Okay, so this is equinus deformity where tibia and talus. Okay, so this is a type of a plantar flexion. The foot is normal. This is a plantar flexion. So this plantar flexion is known as equinus deformity. The opposite direction is dorsiflexion. So equinus is a plantar flexion which is occurring at the ankle joint, which is a tibio-talar joint. So tibio-talar joint, there is a equinus deformity. This type deformity, plantar flexion, is equinus deformity. There is a because see wherever there is a movement, so this small part, okay, so this part is a stretch, okay, this ligaments muscles are stretched, these muscle and ligament are contracted. So because there is shortening, there is a contracture and it will become very hard with the time being. Okay, so every time you have to correct this, you have to release this type of ligaments. Okay, so there is a contracture of tendo achilles. Okay, in with time it goes into contracture. Okay, now the other thing is inversion. So equinus deformity is occurring at the ankle where is a tibio-talar. Inversion is a deformity. Inversion and eversion joints is subtalar joint below talus. So talocalcaneum. So that is the joint where inversion and eversion is occurring. So inversion, okay, is part of a CTV it occurring at the talocalcaneal joint. So this is important. Why? Because which joint is involved in this? Okay, so this is talocalcaneal joint. Now there's a forefoot adduction. What is forefoot? Forefoot is all this metatarsal and all that is forefoot. This is your midfoot and this is your normal zone. So what happens in CTV? CTV, the problem is at this TN joint. So talus is here. Okay, it is a round box. Ahead of talus, there is a navicular. Okay, so talus navicular lies distal to talus, but in CTV, this navicular comes medially. So because it's coming medially, it holds this whole foot into adduction. So if it is coming this way, the whole forefoot will come like this way. Okay, so the navicular going medially to the talus is the main crux of the CTV. So CTV में क्या होगा, talonavicular problem होता है where navicular comes medially and there will be adduction of the forefoot. So forefoot adduction is a problem of TN joint. Okay? So there is a forefoot cavus. So this cavus, the name derived from cave. Okay, it look like a cave where a midfoot and the forefoot go into cavus deformity. Okay. So this is the same the where I told you the navicular coming medially to the talus. Okay. So the crux of CTV is you remember TN. So this is our country where you have a lot of CTV patient. This is club. This is CTV or clubfoot. It is lying on the TN. So TN stands for Tamil Nadu. So the crux or the main clubfoot means Tamil Nadu. Okay, you just remember this one. Clubfoot means Tamil Nadu, and you how to remember. So these both foots, the both foot instead of go, so the both foot should grow like this. Okay, so both foot instead of growing in a straight direction, they start growing each other. So if they are love birds, they are coming together to each other. Okay, so this is a type of deformity. In this deformity, if you see, they are going towards each other. They are like love birds. This is inner border, this is outer border. Okay, so this is inner border, this is outer border. The outer border is lying on the ground. Okay, well, the inner border is going up. So inner border is in the air. Okay, the outer border is on the ground. Okay, I will show you the other pics of this clubfoot. So in clubfoot, you just remember one, there is a TN subluxation. Okay, the navicular lying medially to the talus. Okay, now, so causes, the primary is congenital, all things related with uterine constant are there. The secondary causes in or in adults, sometimes there's a talipes equinovarus. It is because of the neural defect, because some nerves are more acting than other nerves. Because of that, the inversion is more than the eversion. So because of that, there may be. So these all are spinal issues. Okay. The common times I had already told you, congenital teratologic is nothing to be, nothing specific, the same thing. Okay. So this is the clinical feature. You see, this is the laterally, you have this foot, the lateral, the border is on the ground, the inner border is up the ground. They are both, they are love, but they are coming together. Okay. Okay. This is inversion. Okay. Inversion is there. Okay. So this is a three-dimensional problem where you are looking at only two dimension. If you go behind, you will see there is equinus also. Inversion is also, there is adduction is also. So it is a three-dimensional deformity. So you see this one. Now the problem is because of the equinus, the heel is not touching the ground. Since the heel is not touching the ground, the heel will not become flattened. The talus and calcaneum is not become flattened. So because of that, the heel looks small and high. High, why? Because the equinus deformity. There are deep creases is there because the foot is deformed. Okay. Now it is related with all this uterine constraint and neurological issues. Okay. Now there is a type of clubfoot according to the treatment stage. I will tell you. So it's like untreated is never treated. So 2 years we had considered 2 years as a basic year for CTEV. Okay. So we defined all the definitions according to the this age group. So untreated means till 2 years there is no treatment of CTEV to the baby. Treated is which has been treated by conservative treatment, and the CTEV, the clubfoot has been recovered or become normal. Resistance is every time you try to correct it, it is not correctable. Okay, resistance are the very what is a harsh variety or the very severe variety where you are trying to correct but it is not correcting. So that type of is known as a resistant variety. Then recurrent clubfoot, every time you correct it, it will again return back to the same original position or the normal positions. Like we are correcting it and it again becoming inverted, equinus and all that. So they are known as recurrent clubfoot. Okay, so recurrent clubfoot. Okay. Now there's a neglected clubfoot. Is what is neglected? You had neglected that child. Okay, you had never given treatment, or you had given treatment, then you had not fully follow up that child till 2 years or till 5 years. Okay, so that is not a neglected. Okay. Complex clubfoot is normal clubfoot is corrected by your stretching, but complex clubfoot is something which have some many other issues, and it is not easy correctable. Okay, and it can be corrected by bony, you can have bony operations or soft tissue release. Okay, so it is a complex type of, not simple clubfoot. The simple clubfoot can be restored by normally by stretching. Okay, now there is an x-ray what you have to see. So you see this one. So normally this is your tibia, this is your talus, and this is your calcaneum. So there is a talus and calcaneum angle is 42 degree or 40 degree. You just remember some angle in CT with both angles are parallel. Okay, so you will not go into details of the parallel. You just remember one thing is kite's angle. Okay, so which angle you have to see in CT is kite's angle. So this is your kite. Okay, this is your kite, this is your thread. Okay, and you just remember calcaneal and talus and calcaneum. So this is talus bone and there is a big calcaneum bone. So talocalcaneal angle is known as kite's angle, and we have to see this kite's angle in CTV. Just remember this thing. So we are coming into the treatment. Okay, so treatment is very important. Okay, so guys, we'll start with treatment. So treatment of CTV is very important. So CTV main treatment is conservative and operative. Okay. So we'll start with most of the CTV is simple CTV are treated by conservative treatment. If not, then we'll go to operative. Okay. So ideal treatment is after birth. So this is very important. As soon as the baby delivered or have birth, we can start CTV treatment from the same day, because initially as the baby is young, what is it, young, the skin is very supple, the tissues are very soft, so they can be easily be stretched out. As soon as the baby is growing older, the tissue will become contracted, it's very difficult to stretch. So as soon as the baby got birth, you can start your treatment. Okay. So the non-operative would be serial manipulation. So you are so whatever the deformity, you start stretching against the deformity or opposite to the deformity, and then you start casting. Casting is the is the putting of plaster of Paris. Okay, so that method, which is universal, this method is universal, is known as Ponseti method. This is known as Ponseti method, is the universal type of treatment. Okay, so serial manipulation. Why it is a serial? Because it cannot be treated in one thing. Every week you have to change the cast. For 6 weeks you have to change, every week you have to change the cast. Okay, so there's a serial manipulation, so every week you have to manipulate, you have to put cast. Okay, that is known as Ponseti technique. The operative technique is you have to release some muscles or do some bony procedures. Okay, we'll go one by one. So the Ponseti technique is a cave technique where you have to correct the cavus, adduction, varus, and equinus. So principle is you have to deformity correction opposite to the normal. So the manipulation should be done opposite to the deformity. Okay. So if the deformity is inversion, you have to evert. If deformity is plantar flexion, you have to do dorsiflexion. If the deformity is adduction, you have to do abduction. Okay. And then once you doing the manipulation or doing the opposite direction, after you correct it, you try to correct it in over corrected position. Why you are doing in over corrected position? Because see, this is a inversion deformity, so you cannot keep this position into this position, because it will again go into this form position. Why? Because the body is destined to become into club foot. Okay, so every time the muscles try to push it into the club foot direction, so they you have to do over correction. Once you are doing over correction, even if it is going to come back, it will come into the normal position. So over corrected position may you have to maintain that position. Okay, how you maintain into over corrected position? By using of some metal splint or braces. Okay, we'll see. So, so we are talking of the conservative treatment. So Ponseti is the universal technique of correction of the CTEV by serial manipulation and casting. What is serial manipulation? Every week you have to do manipulation and casting. So, so for every week for 6 weeks. So for like for 1.5 months, so 6 times you have to call the patient for manipulation and casting for initial 6 weeks, and after that every 2 weeks. Okay, till the correction achieved. Till the correction achieved, you have to do that. What you do is this is the way of casting. So the you have to see this casting way. So it is knee joint. So it should be above knee. Okay, it should be covering the mid thigh area, and the knee should be in the 90 degree. Okay, and the foot should be according to the deformity. So foot is like against the deformity you have to do. You just consider this, that casting should be done above thigh, knee joint should be in 90 degree. Okay, these two things is very important. Why you are putting up to the thigh? Because the muscles of thigh which is going down, you will try to push and pull. Okay, so the foot, so you want to negate all these effects of the thigh muscle. That why you are putting up to till thigh. Okay, to negate the muscles action on the foot. So so you try to manipulate, you try to cast. After 6 to 8 weeks, you see there is no there is deformity still left. Okay, so 8 weeks you wait, 10 weeks you wait, you are seeing that no, there is no change of the muscles now, because the muscles are very contracted. So by conservative treatment or by manipulation or casting, it will not improve. So you, what you will do, you will do soft tissue release. What is soft tissue release? So in soft tissue release, you contract the muscles which are contracted, or the ligament which are contracted is excised or cut. Okay, so if you see this is a inversion, if you see this is a inversion of foot, so these ligaments are very much contracted and these ligaments are very much stretched. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to cut this ligament. If you are cutting this ligament, this foot will become straight. Okay, this will foot become straight. So this is the principle of soft tissue release. So see this foot, this is a inversion. Okay, so this is a inversion. So in inversion, the medial area, the medial ligaments are contracted. So ये contracted रहता है medial ligament. This lateral ligament are stretched. Okay, so medial ligaments are contracted. Posteromedial इसको बोलते हैं. Okay, so posteromedial, why you saying posteromedial? So posteromedial क्यों बोलते हैं? Because the posterior में क्या होता है? Equinus होता है. Posterior having equinus and medial have the in. So equinus, so ये जो deformity होता है, equinus deformity is because of the tendo-Achilles, and the inversion किसके कारण होता है? The medial ligament के कारण होता है. So इसलिए posteromedial बोलते हैं. Sometimes you have a posterior release, sometimes you have a medial release. Most of the time both should be released. So posteromedial release बोलते हैं. You release both so that the deformity would be corrected. Okay. So PMSTR बोलते हैं. After 4 to 6 months of waiting, by manipulation and casting, you do this. So once you done conservative treatment, you release that soft tissue. Okay. Now the foot is becoming into normal position. Okay. So you don't have to put the foot into normal position. Why? Because it will again revert back to the club foot direction. So you have to put that foot into over corrected position or opposite. If there is an inversion, you keep the foot into eversion. Okay, so that even after correction it will become normal. So this is the main principle of CTEB. So after correction you try to keep into maintenance. Okay, so maintenance is for 4 to 5 years. Okay, so CTEB correction is not a joke. Okay, so you correct it for 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, you try to 6, and after that you try to keep it into maintenance dose. Okay, so how to maintain it until the baby is not walking. Okay, so up to 1.5 year baby is not walking, so you try to keep that foot into DB splint. Okay, DB splint. Okay, this is the DB splint. There are 2 foot. Okay, already foot is there, and which are connected by a rod. Okay, these are connected by a rod. Okay, so to maintain the staticness of the foot. Okay, so this foot you see it is in eversion or outward mode. Okay, so in outward mode you keep it for 23 hours or full day. Okay, 1 hour you can give the relaxation to the baby. 23 hours at least you have to keep the DB splint. Once the baby start walking, you cannot keep in the DB splint because it is connected and the baby will fall. So you will give some CTEB shoes, okay, which having the same principle with DB splint, but they are not connected. So CTEB shoes in morning, and in night you just have DB splint. So for 4 to 5 years you have to follow this rule. So till baby is not walking, you just give DB splint, and after that you give CTV shoes in morning and DV splint in night. Okay. So what is CTV shoes? So what is your deformity? It is against your deformity. The foot is there. So you have this equinus. Your foot is in equinus. So you will try to give him normal heel. Okay. So try to give him normal heel because the equinus should not be. Because if you give slight of the heel, this equinus deformity will persist. So you try to give no heel. Okay. Why this is inner border should be straight? Why inner border should be straight? Because your foot is in inversion. Okay, your foot is like this. Okay. Your foot is like this. Okay, your foot is like this. So you try to give him inversion so that inversion will be negated by this straight border. Okay, then there is a outer ridge. Why? Because your outer foot. So your outer foot is attached to the uh, outer, because of the inversion. The outer border of the foot is touching the ground. Okay, so you are giving a type of eversion by putting the outer raise. So outer raise is a type of eversion technique. So you are giving these shoes against opposite to the deformity. Okay. So opposite to deformity is the CTV shoes. Okay. This up to 5 to 7 years you have to give that, and then you can relieve the baby from the shoes and splint. Okay. So 5 to 7 years is the normal treatment. Okay. So manipulation. So there is 2 type of manipulation. Historically, previously there is a type which is known as kites method, and you have a kites angle by this scientist kites, where you see the talus and calcaneal angle. Okay, so kites angle is there is a kites method. Okay, so kite method is a you can remember this as a all India examination. In our times there is all India examination, so it is like all India examination where this is the sequence of correction मतलब पहले adduction correct करते हैं, फिर inversion and then equinus. Okay, so this is a sequence of correction. Now these are obsolete. Now nobody use kites method. Everyone use this method, Ponseti method, where the way of correction is cave. Cave technique is the way of correction, where cavus is corrected, then adduction, then varus and equinus. Okay, while you are manipulating the talus calcaneal angle, all correction is taking place. So cavus is also correction, is taking place, adduction is also taking place, varus is also taking place, equinus is correction. But the way, so everything, so every time you manipulate, ये मान लो 50% करेक्ट हो रहा है, ये 10% हो रहा है, 20% हो रहा है, ये 10%. So every time every correction is taking place. So all joints are movement occurring at all joints. Because the first correction, okay, the first correction where you have to concentrate or you need first correction would be cavus. Then the second correction you need is adduction. The third correction would be varus, and then last you have to correct equinus. Okay, but in every type of every manipulation, all movements are occurring and all type of correction is going on. Okay, you just remember these two different words. So it's not like कि पहले cavus करेंगे फिर adduction को touch करेंगे. So every time you move or you manipulate, all movements are occurring. Adduction भी correct हो रहा है, equinus भी हो रहा है, cavus भी हो रहा है. But first correction or the first correction you should achieve is cavus, then adduction, then varus, then equinus. It's like you are a medical student, you are also playing sports, you are also playing music, you are also looking for girlfriend. The first thing you have to achieve is PG. Okay, so every movement is going on, the first thing you have to achieve is PG, then you have to marry, then you have to do your hobbies. So it's like the same. So everything is going on same pace, but you have to be making more priority to the cavus first, then adduction, then equinus. Okay. Now this is a partial corrected. What is partial corrected CTV? So partial corrected क्या होता है CTV? So you are trying to correct CTV in all four deformity. Okay. But in last you see कि आपका equinus बच जाता है. So you have a residual equinus. So equinus is a problem of posterior series. So you do release posteriorly. So ये the tendo Achilles tendon, you will release it. Okay. Then you feel there is some residual adduction. Adduction means inversion का problem वाला adduction. So medially you go and release it. Okay. Then you have a cavus. Cavus मतलब ये foot ऐसा रहता है. This foot will become like this. So cavus is this cave like. So ये अंदर से release कर देते हैं. So plantar release करते हैं. So whichever deformity you release surgically. Okay, depending upon the which deformity is there. Now there is surgery. So till 4 years. So see this one. Till 4 years. Till 4 years you don't operate. Okay. Till 4 years you do soft tissue release. You do Ponseti and soft tissue release. Soft tissue release means PMSTR, posteromedial ligament release. After 4 years, if it is not correcting, so you have to start bony procedure. So bony procedure would be taken after 4 years. Okay. Why you are doing bony procedure? Because it is resistant or very hard or very tough, or you can say very restricted or constant type of CTV where you cannot correct it without doing bony procedure. So it's like there's 2, 3, 4 name. Okay. So this is a Devta. Okay. So I had to remember it as a Devta procedure. Okay. Devta procedure bolte hain isko. So first thing is Dillman's Evans operation. This is Dillman's Evans operation. So 4 to 8 years you do Dillman's Evans operation. Then 8 to 10 years you do wedge tarsectomy. So wedge tarsectomy. Okay. Wedge tarsectomy. And then after 10 years you do triple arthrodesis. So it is a Devta procedure. So ट्रिपल आर्थ्रोडेसिस हो गया, वेज टार्सेक्टोमी हो गया, डिलवान इवर्स प्रोसीजर हो गया. ओके, सो इतना याद रखो. ओके, समटाइम दे आस्क व्हाट इज डिलवान इवन प्रोसीजर्स. So what is Dillman Evans procedures? They all the MCQ. Okay, I will show you what is everything. So you just remember one thing. This is D. Okay, so D Dillman Evans operation age. Okay, age CCDE. Okay, Dillman's even age CCDE. Okay, so calcaneo-cuboid का fusion and it is known as Dillman's Evans procedure. Okay, so calcaneo-cuboid fusion is Dillman's Evans operation. Okay, you just remember it is usually mainly for MCQ, otherwise nobody asks you. Because there are many important things to ask. Then one is I will show you. So what is triple arthrodesis? Okay, so you just triple arthrodesis matlab there is a three joint to be fused. Okay, so this is your talus. So see this. So this is your talus, this is your calcaneum, and this is your navicular. Talus के सामने navicular होता है, calcaneum के सामने cuboid होता है. Okay, so this is the fusion of talus calcaneum. So these purple lines are the joint fusion. So talus और calcaneum के fusion, then talus and navicular का fusion, calcaneo और cuboid का fusion. Okay, so this all three joint fusion. So one joint, two joint, three joint. Okay, so this is three joint fusion. This is known as triple arthrodesis, where you fuse your hind foot with the mid foot. So hind foot और mid foot को आप fuse कर देते हैं, so that there would no movement. यहाँ पे क्या होता था, so ये movement जो था talus calcaneum का, ये inversion create करता था. So you fuse this, ये जो movement था टैलस और नेविकुलर का और कैल्केनियम और क्यूबाइड का, यहाँ पे होता था आपका टैलो नेविकुलर पे कौन सा होता था मूवमेंट, एडक्शन होता था, इन्वर्जन होता था, जो इन्वर्जन नहीं सॉरी वो जो 4 फुट एडक्शन होता था. सो एक 4 फुट एडक्शन आपने बंद कर दिया, आपने इन्वर्जन बंद कर दिया, अभी सिर्फ एक इक्वाइनस डिफॉर्मिटी बचा रहता है आपका. सो यू कैन करेक्ट इट बाय सॉफ्ट टिश्यू रिलीज. सो ट्रिपल आर्थरोडेसिस इज ए arthrodesis where you correct two of the deformity. Okay, so it's a very important, easy to remember. So the crux of clubfoot is Tamil Nadu. So regarding Tamil Nadu, you have this TNST, unka bus services hota hai. So every state has its own bus services. So TNSTC is a bus services. Okay, so you remember this TNSTC. Okay. Now, so if after still after correcting or bone transfer, you cannot correct the CTB. So there is a technique which is Ilijaro. So Ilijaro is a technique where you can do deformity correction. So Ilijaro is a technique of bone growth. Also, it's a technique of a deformity correction. So every malunited fracture or any non-union. So the Ilijaro we use for non-unions, malunions, infected non-unions, then bone growth. So Ilijaro can be used in this CTB guys. Okay. So there this scientist is known as I think he is a Pakistani or Indian, I don't know, but it's Shafiq Pirani. Okay. So regarding Shafiq Pirani, there is a scoring, okay, of CTV. So he is the universal name in CTV. So he is a Indian scientist or Pakistani, I don't know, but he is a Pirani score. So Shafiq Pirani scoring करते हैं to so that कि कहाँ पे, so it's there are many mid foot and hind foot का issues होता है कि whether you have to operate or not operate. Okay. So regarding whether you want to operate or not operate, it's there is a scoring system. Okay, I will teach you later what is Shafiq Pirani का कैसे कैसे scoring करते हैं, but till now you don't go. You just remember Pirani scoring. Okay, so there is one more foot which is on a rocker bottom foot. What is a rocker bottom foot? So CTV में क्या होता था? This foot is this way, equinus में जाता था. Okay, this is equinus में जाता था. Rocker bottom foot में क्या होता है? This surface become convex. The plantar surface will become convex. Okay, so it become like a rocker bottom foot. Okay. So sometimes because of the problems of यहाँ talus होता है, यहाँ calcaneum होता है. Okay. So because of the problem of talus and calcaneum, okay, there is a rocker bottom foot. I will teach you what is rocker bottom foot. So because see the talus and calcaneum. So normally कैसा होता है? So talus is this type of bone, and then there is a calcaneum bone. Okay. So sometimes because talus आगे आ जाता है and calcaneum पीछे चला जाता है. Okay. So talus will come like this. Okay. It will become vertical talus, and calcaneum will go behind. Okay. So because of this, there is a convexity at the surfaces. So there is a because of the talus. Normally talus stay up of the calcaneum, but sometimes this calcaneum go behind and the talus come forward. Okay, and it will become vertical talus. ऐसा vertical हो जाता है. So see, this is a vertical talus. So because of the vertical talus, the calcaneum goes behind. Okay, and this will form the convex surfaces of the vertical. इसको बोलते हैं rocker bottom foot. So congenital vertical talus is one of the cause for causing this club foot, this rocker bottom foot. Sorry, rocker bottom foot का एक one of the cause is congenital vertical talus. Well, talus will become vertical. The other thing is equinus correction. So sometimes while correcting of this equinus, okay, while correcting of equinus, there may be some what do you say? If you are not following the Ponseti technique, okay, you overcorrect and make this deformity. Okay, so overcorrect equinus and you put into dorsiflexion, so it will become like rocker bottom foot. So because of the overcorrection of CTV, you can have this. Okay, this is vertical talus. Okay. These two things are of CTV. So it is a problem of talus and calcaneum. Okay, so see this figure you see. So this is talus which is a vertical. Calcaneum क्या होता है? पीछे चला जाता है. Normally क्या होता है? Talus ऊपर रहता है, calcaneum नीचे रहता है. This is the normal position. In this position, talus vertical हो जाता है along with the tibia and calcaneum पीछे चला जाता है. So this is the issue of vertical talus. Okay, so what type of treatment we will do? So we will lift this talus. So हम लोग ये क्या करते हैं? This we'll put this K wire inside. Okay, we'll put this K wire in the talus and try to correct it. So try to lift the talus above the calcaneum. Once it is above the calcaneum, you fix with the other bone. So you do arthrodesis of this joint. So ये जो joint है, so what happens is you put K wire, you try to lift this talus. So talus ऊपर आ जाता है, calcaneum नीचे जाता है. Now this joint, ये subtalar joint को fuse करते हैं. Okay, how will you fuse this joint? Either by a screw or by putting bone graft. So you have to arthrodesis of this joint, subtalar joint. Talus के नीचे के joint को subtalar joint बोलते हैं. So this talus you put this K wire and ये joint को हम fuse कर देते हैं. So that it will be remaining into this position. So subtalar joint का arthrodesis करते हैं. So it is a talus calcaneum issue. Okay. So we'll एक for 1-2 minutes we'll listen to this Pirani score. So Pirani score में क्या किया उन्होंने? So there is 3 ways. So look, feel and move. ये उन्होंने I don't think ये आएगा तुम लोग यार. No, it will not come to you because you just remember Pirani score. That's more than enough. So I think it's all over of CTV. Okay, CTV.